one of the top issues this Democratic primary is healthcare, obviously. We wanna know where all of these candidates stand on healthcare. And we're still getting an idea with Mike Bloomberg, but a recent video's come around the internet today where he does talk about one place where he would draw a line when it comes to healthcare. Let's listen.
If you're bleeding, they'll stop the bleeding. If you need an X-ray, you're gonna have to wait. That's just, and all of these costs keep going up. Nobody wants to pay any more money. And at the rate we're going, healthcare is gonna bankrupt us. So not only do we have a problem, it's gonna bankrupt us. And we've got to sit here and say which things we're gonna do and which things we're not. Nobody wants to do that. You know, if you show up with prostate cancer and you're 95 years old, we should say, go and enjoy, have an ice cream, lead a long life. There's no cure, and you can't do anything. If you're a young person, we should do something about it. Society's not willing to do that yet. So we're gonna bankrupt us.
So, if you're old, you know, like we were talking before the show about there was the myth of the death panels, like this formal thing that you go before and they decide whether you get care or not. He's found a way around that whole thing. You don't even get the panel.
No panel. Just executive order, you die. You know, like this. By the way, what Bloomberg is saying is a totally mainstream belief amongst both the establishment of the Republican Party and the establishment of the Democratic Party. Both establishments believe that entitlements are going to bankrupt us and that they need to be cut. So it's not the thing about Bloomberg is because he's so rich. He says the quiet part out loud. Yeah. It's another reason why this is a hugely clarifying thing because most at least Democratic politicians have the sense to not say those things out loud. They say it behind closed doors and in private.
Yes.
They don't say it out loud because they know it would just destroy their popularity with voters because that is literally the most unpopular position in American politics is cutting healthcare spending and cutting Social Security. But that is an absolutely mainstream view in the establishment of both parties.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, let's just listen. Let's just remember that if anyone else other than Bloomberg had said, if you get prostate cancer, c'est la vie, write it out, buddy, like absolutely disqualifying, totally disqualifying. And Bloomberg, I will hold you to that, buddy. 95, we're checking your prostate, man. Like,
I will personally check Bloomberg's prostate the day he turns 95 years old.
We're taking one for the team here. Nando's taking one for the team.
I'll do it.
He's checking Bloomberg's prostate. Do you think any billionaire billionaires want to live forever? We know that. I think though, the thing for me is that what Bloomberg's doing and what Nando you were talking about was that we talk about healthcare costs as if they just sort of fall on us like dewdrops in the morning. Like we don't know where they come from. They're just like, it's like the tooth fairy. We're just suddenly, blessed with tons of debt. No, healthcare costs are rising because private health insurers are making a killing off of our sickness. That's why the costs are going up, and yet we are never able to talk about reining in those costs and actually reining in those industries, whether it's the private health insurance industry, the pharmaceutical industry. It's like that is the thing that Bloomberg's. Yeah, look at this.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
No, listen, I was having a great moment, but no, please, take it off. What Bloomberg is basically saying.
Let's talk about the rectal exam again.
Let's talk about the rectal exam. What Bloomberg is saying is that he will not confront the health insurance industry. That he is too scared, he is too cowardly, and he's too in the pockets of health insurance industry, the health insurance industry or pharmaceuticals. That he's not going there. And I think we should hear that when he says those things, and we should hear that when anyone says, well, the costs are just going up. No, they're going up because someone is making them go up.
Yeah, and by the way, almost everything, like I could actually do it, but I know good people who would just start making the ads against Bloomberg because he's providing everything you possibly need. People actually do kind of hate billionaires, like they've gotten a taste of Trump. I don't think they want another one. Like imagine this guy going around saying, when you hit a certain age and you get sick, you're gonna die. You think Bloomberg's gonna die when he hits 95?
No.
Bloomberg could be 107 years old with some sort of weird degenerative uranium poisoning, and he's gonna get $20 billion worth of medical care.
Yeah.
He will always be fine. He says minimum wage should never be raised. He's gonna be fine money-wise. Like the idea that they're not running ads against him yet, and perhaps they're worried about the thing you said about like sort of legitimizing him. I would argue when he hits 20% in the national polls and he's in second, you should probably do something about it. It's insane. And by the way, the example he gave there is you hit 95 and you get prostate cancer. Do you think that's actually where he would have them draw the line? 95 and prostate cancer? No, that's gonna be a lot lower in practice. It already is in practice for most people. Even people who are lucky enough to have health insurance aren't necessarily receiving the coverage necessary when something truly disastrous happens. And that is a status quo that he is perfectly comfortable with continuing because he doesn't exist in that status quo.
Right.
He exists in Elysium, where they get the best medical care imaginable, technologies we've never heard of before.
Exactly.
Well, the worrying thing about Bloomberg is that I think he says those things not because he's in the pocket of anyone, because he's richer than all of them. He has no monetary interest in any pharmaceutical industry or anything at all. It's deep-seated ideology, and it speaks to his natural tendency toward authoritarianism, which is what he is. He is a Republican authoritarian. I mean, he was a Republican up until 2 seconds ago, and he instituted a massively authoritarian state in New York City. So these things are deep within him. They are what he believes. They're his honest ideological commitments.
Don't miss your chance to win a trip to Los Angeles and have dinner with Cenk, John, and me. Just head to tyt.com/dinnerinla to register to win. Sign up for a free Aspiration Spend and Save account. Then you just register your eligibility and swipe your Aspiration card daily on purchases to gain entries. Not only are you entering to win a trip to Los Angeles and dinner with TYT hosts, you're also not depositing your hard-earned money into fossil fuel exploration or production. As a friendly reminder, even if you already have an Aspiration account, you must still register for eligibility into the sweepstakes.